Okay, so here is a short video in which I will try to show you how to use the software JANA2006. And basically what we'll do is perform a low-by refinement or full pattern matching on the XRD pattern. So here's the main overview. I just opened the software, and of course first step is to import the XRD file. So I'm going to click File, Structure and New. And then I'm going to browse into the folder and the file I want to refine. So I already selected it. Here it is. It's the material KVP04F. Then we have to specify that we want to refine it as a constant wavelength format. And then, so I use the analytical diffractometer, so it's a XRD file. I have to tell that to the software, and also we have to specify the geometry, even though that's not that important. Then, so it's a low-by refinement, so basically I already know the cell parameters and the space group, I just want to verify it. So I'm going to put the cell parameters, so it's A, B, and then C. And then of course we have alpha, beta, gamma, and as you can see here, my material is orthorhombic. Here you can select the X-ray tube you have, so I'm going to let it by default, which is the copper tube, and also I use the linearly polarized beam. So then I click next, finish, OK, and I'm going to tell the software that I shall go by my own way. So here we go into the main menu. So we can double click the profile viewer and see the pattern. So as you can see, it's quite a short acquisition. I think it was from 12 degrees up to 50 degrees 2 theta copper. And here are the peaks, so it's quite well crystallized. And maybe the first step is to do the background. So I'm going to click on create new background. And usually what I do is put like 20 points automatically. Here they are, and I adjust them manually. So in this profile viewer, if you left click, you can zoom on a specific area, and then you have to click shrink so that it goes back to the full window. And you can move the points individually to have the smoother background, and if you click in the middle of the line, it will add a point. So let's go and do the background. Okay, looks good here, here also. This I'm gonna put here, and let's agree that it's okay for now for the video. Yeah, it's pretty good. So I'm gonna quit and suppress the points using polynomial terms. So then I'm gonna click the edit M50 here. I can, if I want, I can put a name to my structure, for example, KVP. And in the symmetry here, you can click and choose the space group. So in my case, it's PNA21 orthorhombic. I'm going to click OK. And in the edit profile, you have all the parameters such as so here the cell parameters, radiation parameters in case you missed or you want to change, or you use synchrotron radiation with a specific wavelength, you can specify it here. You have the profile, so let's first refine without refining anything actually. So it will just try to adjust the intensities. And what we can see is that the peaks are approximately at the good positions, but of course, since we don't have the profile set in, the profile parameters, it's not perfect. So I'm first gonna refine A, B, C, and the shift in the correction toggle here. Okay, then I will double click refine. So we can see here the RWP factor is going down. There is also the goodness of fit. And then every time you refine, it proposes you to open the listing. So the listing is a file where it specifies the cell parameters at the beginning of the refinement. And then you have the detail of everything that happened. And here you have the cell parameters after the refinement. but it's not finished, so we'll check that at the end. So back to the profile viewer, let's zoom in on some peaks, and we can see that it's pretty well fitted in terms of position. Now we just have to account for the shape of the peaks. And for this, we're gonna go to Edit Profile, and then we can choose the shape of the function. So for example, Gaussian, but what we usually use is a pseudo-void, which is a linear combination of Gaussian and Lorentzian parts. And usually I put 12 here, so here is the cutoff, which means that the curve will be calculated up to 12 times the full width of half maximum. And for example, let's first refine GW and LX. So U, V, W are the three terms of the Cagliotti functions describing the Gaussian part, and LX, Ly are the two terms for the Lorentzian part. And Lx is strongly dependent on the size of the crystallites. Let's refine again, and this time I'm going to click parameters here, and I can higher the number of cycles up to 20, for example, and make these settings permanent. And if the solution is stable, it will stop by itself, exactly like happened right now. So note this time I don't want to see the listing. Let's go back to the profile viewer, and as you can see here, it's much better. So at the bottom is the curve of the residues, which is the difference between the calculated profile in yellow and the observed profile. And we can see now that the difference is very little, but we can maybe make it even better. And go to profile, and this time fit UVW, and why not LY. So let's refine it again. So see here, the goodness of it is at 1.4, which is quite good. Back to the profile viewer, and it's almost perfect. Okay, maybe we have a little asymmetry here, but otherwise it's good. So say I'm happy with this, and it's finished. So I'm gonna go to Edit View and View of Refine, and then I will scroll down until here where there are A, B, C cell parameters, which is SU is the standard uncertainty for each parameters, and of course you have the volume, which is calculated here. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Thank you for watching.